Hello, ladies and gentlemen. So, attention came up. X-Men was like, oh, I'm shocked that no one actually made a video on this yet. Which is basically Deadpool created Venom symbiote. The evil Venom symbiote. A huge retcon explained, my goodness. So, yeah, one thing is, I didn't refresh this. This is actually something I continued on. He spelled symbiote wrong. Hey, I'm not trying to pick. I'm not trying to be like, you idiot. I'm not trying to do anything. I'm just silly enough to actually say, you spelled symbiote wrong, man. It needs an E. You need an extra E. Hopefully, when I refresh this, it most likely will have an E on it. But anyways, this is my expertise. I would like to say if the comic showed up fast, if they actually did a review on it very, very fast, I most likely would have actually said something about it. But your reviews are slow. Not to be a jerk, but I'm just saying your reviews are slow. I mean, if you did it on the day of, well, you already jumped on it anyways. It's like, I would have done it, but the thing is that you didn't give me time to actually do it. That's the thing. It's like, yeah, you need to give me time to do it. Anyways, he gave us some good information, stuff that I'm like, oh, you didn't tell us that when you were doing the review on Planet of the Symbiotes. But it turns out the Planet of the Symbiotes, it turns out when the symbiote is far away from his home planet, the crazier and nut job it gets. Which is, I didn't get to hear it because you didn't say it in the review. So that's something new to me to hear, and I'm like, oh, so that's how they kind of explain how the Venom symbiote went crazy. That kind of explains things. But anyways, we got this huge retcon, and let me just explain this. When it comes to Deadpool and his secret wars, I would figure that's just nothing but a separate universe. That's not 616 universe. That's just some separate universe / what if. That's all I thought it was. So there's no real retcon here. All it is just that when it comes to this version of it, if they actually decide to make this a universe, they actually can explain why the Venom symbiote is crazy. Instead of in the 616 universe, they explained it just the fact of, well, first it was the craziness of him breaking up with Peter. Yeah, when the symbiote had a horrible heartbreak of Peter don't want you no more. And then after that, it was Eddie Brock getting fused with him, and Eddie Brock's anger and all that stuff warped that symbiote. It warped him. It made him turn a bit crazy. And then after that is, lots and lots of other crap happened, Lots and lots of other shocking stuff happened. Anyways, so when it comes to this version, it turns out that Deadpool found the symbiote first, and he tried it on. He was like, oh man, this is awesome. This is a cool suit. I can rock this. Yeah, but that's where it's like, I wish you guys showed everything that happened. It's like, yeah, I get it. It's a review and everything. But I would rather you tell me the full review of it than just tell me parts of it. That's where it kind of is a big downfall when it comes to watching you guys' reviews at times. Is that you don't detail everything that I need to kind of know. So it's kind of sucky that I can't really actually do a good job at describing things when you guys are keeping away secrets. Kind of like exactly what happened in Spider-Man animated series with the symbiote. He's like, you're keeping secrets from me? You're keeping away some facts? Yeah, we kind of have a symbiotic relationship here. I'm Peter Parker and you guys are the symbiotes. And you're telling me stuff, but you're keeping away good details that could actually make me tell things even more clearer instead of later years or later videos where I have to say this is, oh, it turns out that in the Planet of the Symbiotes, it also told us how exactly the symbiote went crazy. The fact that he was far away from his planet, and the farther away he is, the crazier it gets. Yeah, thank you for telling us that details a year later. Yeah, thanks for that. Not trying to bash him. I'm just saying I would prefer you tell us the whole picture instead of a little tiny glimpse. Because it shouldn't matter that... Yeah, it shouldn't matter that you tell us the whole entire comic and I'm not going to buy it. I mean, eventually I will buy it. If I really truly like it, I will buy it. And tell us the whole entire story and I actually like the whole entire story, I will buy it. It's messed up, and this has turned into a rant, didn't it? But anyways, it's messed up that if there's a comic that you guys review, and it turns out that a favorite character of mine dies, but instead you guys are like, and someone dies, but we're not going to tell you that until... Yeah, we're not going to tell you that. Instead, you got to buy the comic to find out, which is like, if it's the favorite dude I like, and I buy the comic and I find out that the favorite character of mine died, do you think I'm going to enjoy the fact that I just bought a comic book of a character I truly beloved is dead? I don't think so. I would be so angry that I bought this comic, and now I'm going to try my best to sell this comic, because I don't want a comic book that actually is like, yep, your favorite hero is now dead. He's dead. We killed him. Anyways, let's get back to what we got here. Let's get back to the retconning part. So the retconning part is just the fact that Deadpool is already distraught. He's already has so many things wrong with him. So the symbiote, I guess, was like a normal person, but as soon as Deadpool put him on, he got all this stuff that he got from Deadpool. Because remember, he inherits things from the wearer. So I guess the good news is that he got the regenerative factor. So I guess that's where he got that when it comes to the symbiote. So that's kind of good. Regenerative factor, that's kind of good. He got it from him. But of course, I bet he already been had it. Anyways, so this is technically what I believe is not a retcon at all. This is just a funny joke. The joke is this, is that because Deadpool, we all know, is crazy and out of control, because Deadpool wore the symbiote before Peter Parker, the funny joke is that he's like, I hope I didn't screw it up for the next person who wears it. That's the joke. That was supposed to be the funny joke of it. As for it being a retcon, it's not really a retcon, except for that universe itself. I thought this was a what if. We have no shape or form that this actually is a part of Secret Wars. And heck, it's back in time, so it's like, technically, this is like a what if, just like the what if of if they never left Battle World. The fact that the symbiote fully took over Peter Parker, and if the symbiote separates from Peter Parker, he's nothing but a skeleton. Yeah, look it up. It kind of is what it says. It kind of is what I just said. So, this retcon, it's not really a retcon, but it was supposed to be a funny thing. That's what they did. That was supposed to be the funny part. It's the fact that you give a nod that is like, yeah, in this universe, Deadpool's the one who screwed over the symbiote. The only part that I don't get is this. Yeah, I'll end it with the part of, but wait a minute. You have a loophole / a little thing that's kind of messed up. But of course, I can also fix it in the moment, too. So here's the thing, is that, like you guys remember, when the symbiote separated from Peter Parker by Fantastic Four, it found its way back to Peter Parker after it broke free. As soon as it did that, it tried to force itself on Peter Parker, which Peter Parker basically, again, got rid of it by going to the church tower and using vibrations. And that's where it found Eddie Brock later episodes or later issues. So the idea is this, is that since Deadpool wore it first, doesn't that mean if the symbiote got released and turned into a ball, that it actually would just run away from Peter Parker, run away from Spider-Man, find Deadpool, and force itself on it again? Yeah, I mean, you would figure it would force itself on Deadpool again because Deadpool wore it first. And what we find out is that the symbiote has a love for its first love. So since technically in this issue, in this universe, Deadpool was its first love, its first wearer, then technically it should have went back to Deadpool. And yeah, I mean, that's just the thing, is that it actually would have cost a scene, and Spider-Man would have actually not even have the symbiote suit, or slash the, I'm just gonna say symbiotic suit, because this is not the original suit I stand for. This is the crap that McFarlane created. And also all of you stupid fans from the original time when the suit was being introduced, where you guys hated on it before it even got released. And that's even funny. It's like, nowadays, it's like, it's understandable you guys hate, because you're able to see whatever happens first. Way back when, they had no idea. They just heard rumors, and then they wrote hate letters on the whole matter of the rumor that their Spider-Man's going to get a brand new suit. Yeah, good job on that. You guys did a good job. You created Venom. Congratulations, you idiots. But still, and now here's how to fix it. Because Deadpool was so screwed up in the head and screwed up the symbiote, is that the symbiote didn't want anything to do with Deadpool. It just decided to, as soon as it got awakened again, maybe he got so discombobulated that he's like, well, you're my first user. And he forgets about Deadpool being his wearer, its first wearer. So that's how you fix it. It's just the fact of Deadpool was so bombastic that, yeah, it found Spider-Man, or Spider-Man found it, and decided to bond with him and forget about his first wearer, or don't even remember that the first wearer was Deadpool. And that's how you fix that horrible continuity error. Well, anyways, that's all I gotta say. That wasn't really a retcon at all. That's only just something that is important on that universe. Which that universe is not 616. It's just a different universe completely. Well, anyways, I'm webbing out. Peace.